Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, April 28th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. It's been a brutal winter and spring for colds. I came down with something this weekend and missed denim and diamonds, which really ticked me off. Now I have to talk to Howie Mandel a little bit later, all stuffed up. But you want to look for a bonus pod a bit later with Howie. And remember, there's not going to be a DNB on Friday or Monday, but we will have that email daily news brief for you. As for your OMG fact for the day, the average trick-or-treater's bag contains about 5,435 calories. And to be honest, that sounded a little bit light to me. Anyhow, let's get into today's news, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are investigating two separate pedestrian fatalities that occurred within 24 hours of each other. On Thursday evening, 23-year-old Victoria Remy of Pasadena was struck and killed by a Nissan Altima when police believe she stepped off the sidewalk into the travel lane on Catherine Avenue near 231st Street. In a separate incident just a few hours later, very early on Friday morning, 35-year-old Jamie Ryan of Glen Burnie was struck and killed by a Honda Civic when he was sitting in the southbound travel lane of Telegraph Road near Donaldson Avenue in Severn. Both incidents, the drivers did remain at the scene and cooperated with police. The Annapolis police are investigating after a body was discovered near the Truxtun Park boat ramp on Friday morning. Officers responded around 8 a.m. after the Annapolis harbor master discovered the body in the water. Authorities have not yet released the individual's identity or cause of death. The body was transported to Baltimore and the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner for an autopsy and identification. Congratulations to Jacqueline Sanderson. She is an English language development teacher at Belgrove Elementary School, and she was just named the 2025 Anne Arundel County Public School Teacher of the Year. Sanderson, who's taught in the county since 2013, was selected among 76 nominees. She's known for her innovative teaching methods and strong relationships with students and their families. She now represents Anne Arundel County in the Maryland State Department of Education's Teacher of the Year competition a little bit later this year. In some distressing education news, New Village Academy has announced the cancellation of its planned Annapolis Mall campus opening, citing a collapse in funding and surging construction costs. The new charter high school had intended to open a new location in the former Lord & Taylor space at the Annapolis Mall this fall. A perfect storm sidelined the project, and a statement released indicated it was primarily due to funders pulling out due to uncertainties in the national scene and an increased cost of construction of nearly $1 million due to proposed tariffs. Forever 21 has confirmed it is going to permanently close the Annapolis Mall location after regular hours tomorrow as part of its ongoing bankruptcy proceedings. The company did file for Chapter 11 protection earlier this year, citing declining sales and rising operational costs. Clearance sales are mostly done at Annapolis, but you might pick up a bargain or two if you want to head on over. On Friday on K9's and Crosstreks, we met Pixie, a very cute Bichon Shih Tzu mix. Of course, we did have some Subaru news as well, and if you missed it, you want to check that out. And if Pixie interests you, you want to get in touch with the SPCA soon because she won't be around too long. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we sat down with Joe Adavignola, the president of the IAFF, Local 1563. That's our firefighters. A great conversation. You do want to give that a listen. And next week, we're talking with Susan Moynihan, who just published her latest book, 100 Things to Do in Annapolis and the Eastern Shore Before You Die. And with this cold, I better get cracking. All right, that's a wrap. First off, thank you, as always, for listening and sharing, and a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Magmatics. Now, Ann Covington from CovingtonAlsina is back with your Monday Money Report, and we have your local Anne Arundel weather as well. All that's coming your way in less than a minute.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming. And determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Arundel. Sit back. Here's your weather outlook for the next couple of days. Today, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high near 70. It's a great day to be outdoors, but be cautious of an elevated fire threat in the areas with dry brush. Tonight, temperatures are going to drop to about 50 degrees, so you may want to keep a light jacket handy and sleep with that window open. It's a perfect sleeping night. Tomorrow, more of the same but warmer with highs reaching 78 degrees. The combination of gusty winds and low humidity continues the elevated fire threat, so exercise caution. Overnight, the temperatures will remain mild with lows around 55. Wednesday brings very warm conditions with a mix of clouds and sun and a high near 80. Keep an eye out for a possible afternoon thunderstorm, which could provide some much-needed rain. Nighttime temperatures will cool down to about 65. Looking ahead, the weather remains warm with a chance of showers as we move into the latter part of the week, followed by a cooler weekend. It is a good idea to keep an umbrella nearby and stay updated on all the latest forecasts. That's your forecast for the coming days. Enjoy what looks to be a pretty decent week.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The S&P 500 was up almost 6% last week. While the recent drops may have seemed scary, the rapid rebounds shows why it's important not to panic. The index averages an increase of about 10% a year. We saw over half of that last week, so sitting in cash could have a huge impact on your long-term returns. As summer approaches, there are important things for your children to do, starting at age 14. If your child is working a summer job, they can open a Roth IRA. It's considered a custodial account, and that someone 18 or older must be the custodian. When the child turns 18, it is transferred into an account that is solely in their name. They can contribute the lesser of what they earn, or $7,000. Some parents choose to match a child's contributions, just like their employer matches their retirement contributions. At 18, your child needs to complete power of attorney and medical power of attorney documents. These allow you to continue making legal and medical decisions for them. They can choose whether the documents are immediately usable or require them to be incapacitated to take effect. If your child is graduating and starting their career, encourage them to enroll in their employer's retirement plan, a 401k, 403b, or TSP. They should contribute at least enough to get the full match from their employer. If they have student loans, they will need to choose a repayment plan. Many people choose the income-driven repayment option. This limits their payments to a percentage of their discretionary income, depending on family size. If they have loans and will be working for the government or a nonprofit organization, they need to both enroll in an income-driven program and work with their HR department to certify their work for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. Finally, when they choose benefits at work, they should opt in for long and short-term disability coverage if it's offered. Your action item this week is to check all your air filters in your home and your car. Clean filters reduce the workload on your HVAC and your car engine. Check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to see our other upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only and not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risks unless otherwise stated and are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries. and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.